And we are go. We're going to sit on board with Mitch at the starts. Great launch there by the McLaren driver. He's alongside Little Jim. Everyone getting elbows out. There's an Aston Martin very deep on the inside. Who was that? Who was that? That was Denmark. And Mitch is wide. Vertier is up to second. And Jim is already a second ahead. Wow. Just wow. We've got some big gaps here. But that was an audacious move there from Denmark. Wow. We've got a 5-second penalty for Antonis, gaining a place by corner cutting. He'll obviously be serving that one in the pits, but pretty much away cleanly, pretty much. But Jim massively out in front already, over nearly a second ahead. Will he be able to break the DRS train to Vertier in second in the Ferrari? Well, there's the question. So everyone outside of the top 10 besides Team Red choosing to start on the medium tyres, thinking one-stop strategy. We've got Mitch smashing his ERS. He wants to get past Vertier as quickly as possible and get the challenge back on. As we see, he looks to the inside, but I think he's a bit too far back. Vertier running a bit wide there, which will compromise his exit speed. And Mitch now right behind. Is he going to get him into turn 4? No, he does not. Vertier having the better straight line speed it would have been. But Mitch gets an amazing exit and has to hit on the brake to avoid contacts. James setting the fastest out on 29.9, and Vertier is borderlining the DRS. Marcus on the inside, we're going to stick with this battle, see if he can make the move stick. Yes, he does. He locks up a bit on the undercuts. Is Josh going to be able to get back at him? They're side by side. Josh with DRS gets back past Marcus. He's got the inside line. No, is he going to get back past? No. I'm not sure who's going to get the better traction out of the corner. It looks like Josh is able to keep the position. No. Should make this move relatively easy. And the AlphaTauri moves up the inside of Josh, as is his teammate looking to come up the inside. Is Josh going to succeed? Marcus locks up. This gives Josh a better run out of the turn. Schnitzy 5-second penalty for speeding in a bit late, but no, Josh just smashing the exit of turns 2 and 3, but unable to make the move. And Marcus again locking up, and has the AlphaTauri lost it? No, he has not. But another lock up from short Marcus, which is set him further back, and we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. That looks like Marshall has spun out. Is he? And wow, I saw a lot of things going on there, but I'm not sure what. Right, we've got a Haas driver that's going to be outward patient, has also lost it. He's now down to 11th. Does he have wing damage? It does not look like it, but his tyres will be burning as Paul Harrison looks to make a move around the outside. Who's going to give first? And outward patient does give the place the ball, but Paul runs wide, and we've now got 3 of them. CDM as well is now up with this battle. We've gone from 17th up to 30th, battling for 12 on the new medias. He's got the inside line on outward patient, who left it very early to break and CDM now takes 12th. He is right on the back of Paul Harrison. Paul will not have ERS unless he can gain a substantial amount across this straight. CDM will. Wow, what a comeback from the Mercedes driver after what I think was a turn 1 spin out. So we've got Marcus again going for the move. Is he going to make it stick this time, or will he look up? Good cover there by Marcus. And Tarnis closing up to this battle, costing the guys so much time. We've got a Red Bull spun. That is Schnitzy. Schnitzy is out. Is this going to bring us? Is this going to bring a safety car? I do not think so. The 2 drivers side by side, and there is contact, but Marcus gets the position. CDM is out. The Mercedes driver has lost it. And is this a virtual or a full safety car? I'm not sure. I'm just getting yellow flags, but I'm thinking this could be a full-blown safety car. And if it is, a perfect time for the soft drivers to pits. So unfortunate from CDM. Was doing so well, catching the drivers up and progressing. But it looks like he's lost it out of the left-right handers turn 7 and 8. No, it's turn 6. It looks like he's lost it out of there. And all 3 of the leaders heading into the pits. Is Vertier going to? I thought there's going to be a penalty there. Marcus in as well. all of the top drivers in, and Kieran is going. Kieran will take the lead of this Grand Prix in the Alfa Romeo. What is the rest of the field? Everyone is pitting. Everyone has pitted so far besides Kieran, and I will be honest, I understand what Kieran is doing here. It is much better to be at the front than in the middle, and this is going to give him an opportunity to use those tyres, save and push them far. We are racing. Here comes little Jim. Is he going to go for the insides? He brakes very late, or does Kieran brake very early? But Jim is up. He is ahead. And now
Marcus going around the outside. Josh sending it up Marcus's inside.
Josh and Marcus have been battling all race. It's been a fantastic battle between the Haas and the AlphaTauri driver. As we see for tier lockup. Oh, and Josh had to run wide there because Marcus's line was a bit compromised into the turn. Ooh, very nice line there by Denmark. Oh, Marshall's lost it. He's lost it. The Alpine driver is around. Very unfortunate. This race is going from bad to worse for Marshall, who's currently in a battle for 5th in the championship with Kieran. And there's another one. Oh, that is a one hell of a lunge. Wow. Yeah. Thank God for good awareness. But yes, oh, they're side by side in turn 4. There's a bit of contact, but nothing untoward. They're heading down towards turn 4. Who's going to brake first? Lazy brakes slightly earlier. He's got the inside line. Is he going to get the move done? Anthony's is going to have better traction. Oh, there's more contact. I'm literally watching a side view here, but what a battle there between the two Williams drivers. Jeez. Oh, Team Red's around. Team Red is around.
There's something with that corner in the Mercedes, I'm telling you.
Yeah. And that was a squeeze. That, in my eyes, was a huge squeeze by the Mercedes driver. I definitely think we're going to see a...
But he is going to get a better line through this corner. He's going to have the run on...
Marcus has got it. Marcus has got Kieran. I think this is going to be an easy move for the AlphaTauri driver.
At the inside.
Nice, yep, nice. Kieran's thinking about an undercar. Nope. Antonis is out of DRS range. Team Red and Outward Patient will have it. So will Paul Harrison. He's 4-lap old hards, and he is catching up.
Outward Patient now on the back.
Yep.
Of Team Red,
he's going to get this. He's going to get this. Great line there by Outward Patient. Now that is an overtake.
Look for the switchback, but Outward's going to put his car right in the nice middle.
We got a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. El Chicao is out. Safety car.
Oh. Right as Team Red was going up, Outward Patient's inside as well. He just had to back off.
But it's another safety car.
Now would be a good time for Jim and Mitch to switch to the mediums.
They're gonna, yes, and it's going to plummet them down the field. And has Fatir gone? Has he gone? I think Fatir has gone. He's gone.
Marcus gets an awkward line out of there. Yeah.
But they are gone, and we are now. I'm sitting on board with the Williams. Is he going to get a move done?
A move on Team Red.
Oh, that's a lot of breaking up, and a very nice move there by Jim. Up into 4th place.
Marshall's going to try
and that's contact. The two drivers side by side. Who's going to brake first?
Marshall's going to have that beautiful traction there.
But the outside is going to be better. And... he's going to get... Oh, Marshall covers it after drivers are touching wheels. You don't want that. Can lead to drivers spinning. And Marshall now 2.5 seconds down on Outward Patient. We've got Jim right on the back. Antonis has gone super defensive. Is Jim going to make the move? Cool. I'm going to stick with the battle for 3rd here. Jim on the outside.
Josh is going to send it up. Larkin's inside.
Good move there, Jim. I'm sticking with Jim. He's still battling Antonis, who's braking later. Jim has got the late brake. What's his traction like? Has he got the move on Antonis done? Yes, he has. And Jim is now up to 3rd place. Paul Harrison picking up a 3-second penalty for track limits.
And
Josh is around. Yeah. But Denmark really closing up on the back of Paul Harrison here. The American driver back with the league. Fantastic line there by the Aston Martin driver. Bit compromised out of turn 13. But as we head down towards, he's going for the inside. He's got his ERS wide open.
That's Josh
We've
around.
got Josh around. He is oh. So we look at, and Denmark has got to move done on Paul, but Paul will have ERS, will have DRS on the next straight. Will he be able to make that comeback? Paul's lost it.
Marcus.
Paul spun it. What happened there? I think Outward Patient has connected with Paul and spun him.
Jim's getting
Paul looking to come back. Okay, we'll sit on board with that in just a sec. But yet, Paul Harrison gets the move done on Outward Patient, who I think did rear end him. This is a battle. And this will allow Fatir to start pulling out. One thing I found when there was a few drivers battling, it allowed for big pullouts. Because Marcus is going to defend second with his life. He's got the inside line. Jim may have ARS.
Josh around again.
I think his race is unfortunately going from bad to worse for Josh, who was doing so well at the start. But yep, Jim has got the move done on Marcus. Jim has got the move on Marcus. Marcus is coming back at him. He goes to the outsides. Who's going to break later? Get the better line. Mitch has got a great line. Yeah. Mitch, is the move complete on Marcus? Yes, it is. Mitch is now up to third. Wow, these guys must be heart in mouth right now. But yep, Fatir now 2 seconds clear of Jim. Will Jim be able to close the gap and get onto the back of Fatir? He is on much fresher medium tyres. Marcus locking up and has to adjust his line, and Marcus has spun it. Marcus has spun it in turn 9. Whilst he doesn't, he loses one position to Antonis. He's going to get Denmark as well. Denmark now up to 5th. What a great showing from the Aston Martin driver. Marcus's tyres will be screaming at him nearly as much as he will probably be screaming at himself. We've got Denmark right on Antonis. Antonis squeezing a bit, but backs out of it. Here comes Marcus as well.
Past Jim. Josh is out. Josh is
out.
Sector 2. Sector 2, sector 3.
Yep, yeah, I see, yeah, sector 3.
On-track retirement though.
Ah.
As you can see, his car is still moving.
We've got contact between Marcus and Denmark. We've got a retirement from the other Haas driver as well. Outward Patient has lost it on the straights. He's lost it on the home straight. It is only a yellow flag. It is not a safety car as Marcus gets past Antonis. Denmark 2 seconds down the road.
Leave the league.
Okay then.
He's fully rage quit the league completely.
Okay then. So let's get back onto the drivers who are still in the league. Mitch moves to the inside. But yet, no, Jim makes the move and completes it without much difficulty there. Only 1.2 seconds behind Fatir. The gap is closing. Fatir must be feeling it in the tyres. The gap is closing. Jim hugging the far outside of the track. Fatir locking up. Let's also remember that Fatir and Mitch fighting the gap for third place in the championship.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Jim, Fatir goes defensive. He outruns himself a bit, braking late. Jim getting a better exit, but thinks better of it. He knows he's still got 7 laps to make the move on the Ferrari driver. Obviously, having the pace, he has now closed the gap right onto the back of the Ferrari. But Marcus starting to find the back of Denmark. He's only 1.9 seconds behind now. And Jim to the outside, he's got DRS, he's using it but not his ERS, and he makes the move on Fatir. Fatir looking out the inside, out, breaks himself a bit and locks up, but a great move there by Jim. Up into first, Mitch right on the back of Fatir, he's using the very last of his DRS and ERS. Oh, there's a bit of wheel contact between the McLaren and Ferrari, but nothing untowards. And now Mitch right on the back, Fatir moving to the side, but I think Mitch is going to know. Fatir is playing dodgy, he's braking so that he gets the ERS. This happened to me in another league last week, and I must admit I think it's dirty tactics. Now, but Mitch has got the move done. Is Marcus being able to make a move here into turns 1 or 2? He goes right to the inside of the track, coming back, but no, he eases off the throttle, and both lock up. Now I can see.
And Paul Harrison.
Yep, they're wheel by wheel. Very respectful there of the two drivers, and Paul Harrison completing the move, but Antonis is coming back at him. He looks to the inside. Is he going to get the move done? Yes, but he clips the curb, thankfully avoiding Paul Harrison, who gets a great line out of turn 4 and completes the overtake on him. Yep, no, yes he did. So, and the gap, like I called it, the battle for 4th, there's now only a second.
Going up the inside of Antonis.
Oh, very nice. And Paul Marshall, is going to have DRS on Denmark. Did I call it or did I call it?
Going wide.
Oh, it's going to be a drag race down to turn 10. Between the Alpine and the Williams. Marshall moves to the inside. He moves to the out. He moves to the in. But Antonis with a better traction. Here goes Paul up the inside, but no, and he gets another penalty. That's so unfortunate for the Red Bull driver, but that is going to see him plummet down the rankings, potentially to like 9th place now. Marcus is out, has broken DRS. I think Denmark. Oh, we got Marshall right on the back of his battle.
Going up the inside of Denmark.
But he's got 6 seconds to gain. It's not going to happen in one lap. But Marshall and Denmark. Last lap battle for 6th place, well, actually 5th place. Can Marshall get this done? He's had a couple of spins, but here comes Craig. Denmark moves to the inside and then comes back. Craig very late to brake, and he gets 6th place from Denmark. He gets it from the American, and that 6th will be a de facto 5th once Paul's penalties are taken into consideration. But I can see here our champion-elect, Jim. I think we can safely call him our champion because Marcus will not be finishing first today. But here we come. Our OBF1, Tier 1, champion of the world, Little Jim, taking his 9th win of the season to seal his championship here at Bahrain. At the Sakir International Circuit, and Mitch crosses the line to take 2nd, gaining 3 valuable points on Fatir for the final, for the race for 3rd in the championship. Short Marcus will be very happy as he does a me. He did a me. He smashed his car into the wall and retired it after crossing the line. But wow, I mean, just wow. Marshall will come home in 5th, 6th for Denmark, 7th for Antonis, 8th for Paul Harrison in the end. Lazy but talented M, 9th, AJM 10th, Team Red 11th, and we're just waiting on the Alfa Romeo of Kieran to cross, and he has done so, and our champion of OBF1 Season 4 Tier 1,
about time,
Little Jim.